What is up, guys? Back at it again for a new video. Today, we are going to be talking about the male narcissist. Okay? Um, I'm gonna kind of gear this one for the ladies. You know, we already know how these narcs get down. Um, Firstly, again, as everybody knows, narcs are the worst people to have any type of relationship with. You can't see into the mind of what a narcissist is thinking of you in real time. They have the option to present themselves in a certain way, which becomes very tiresome, and they usually expose who they are. But narcissists, a lot of times, just to crack it off, if you're a female, you're in a relationship with a narc, they are like, people in your life that you've met that people will say, hey, this person is a hoe. Like, this person just gets around. This person is, you know, just screwing everybody. This person is just a pass around. And that is what a male narcissist is. That is what, when we go out here and fornicate with these male narcissists, that's what we're fornicating with. Everybody in the town. Okay? And when you do fornicate like that, I know for me, and I think in general, I think a lot of people have been through so much trauma, they may not say this, but when you deal with people, you definitely are bringing other energies into you when you're dealing with somebody that deals with everybody. And it's sad because it's like you probably comment on something credible, like you're being realistic, like if y'all are messing around, you're not sleeping around with other people. It's just like the STD rate going up, all this stuff, just all that stuff of that pass around culture. I want no parts in it, and most of us don't either. But unfortunately, when we date people that are like that, we kind of are doing that without actually doing it. And I think all narc males are very predatory. I think that sometimes men naturally can be kind of like that in a way. But narcs are definitely the nasty, disgusting kind. Like the kind that needs to be locked the fuck up is definitely the type that a narc is. And a lot of them suffer with, their sexuality a lot. And it's mainly just because they're so out there. It's so easy for them to get caught up into something like that because you just are out there. You'll do anything. Narcs are in a very desperate state. I don't know if you guys have experienced having low self-esteem and, what that entails. What is the experience? What does it feel like? But having low self-esteem is really debilitating because when you walk around the world, number one, you constantly in a victim standpoint type of situation. And when you can go out to a store or something and you see, a couple holding hands, you can feel immediate jealousy of those people. Now, you may not even be a bad person because having low self-esteem is not exclusive for only abusive people. Like, we can experience it. I've experienced it at some point in my life, and I think anybody that deals with narcissists is going to experience that. And it really, when you don't, when you have low self-esteem, I mean, it just depends on what you're made of. What is your childhood? Who's around you? Who showed you how to rebuild yourself, and what type of person is that person? And so, the narc has chronic low self-esteem, and that is why they can be so disgusting how they are. In life, certain things you got to be careful. You got to really be careful. It's like a Pandora's box. Certain stuff in life, you got to just leave life without dealing with them, right? Because a lot of things, there are certain things in life that once you do it, once you open the door to things, it's very difficult to close that door. Even if you pray and stuff, it could still be something that is very difficult for you to completely close the door on it. And that's why you just need to be careful, y'all. When y'all are out here looking at the news, just on the internet, period, make sure that you are really watching your eyes and protecting your eyes, because whatever you see, you can invite things into you that way, right? And that protecting your eyes definitely goes along with, how you should go no contact. If you're dealing with a male narc, like, this is a terrible person. Out of all the people in the world you could be with, You're with a male narcissist, which is the worst scenario, and there's no respect. And honestly, I think a narc, I mean, you don't, just because you a hoe does not make you a narc. But narcs are hoes. But if you're dealing with a narc and that's really a narc, they gonna leave you anyway. They leave everybody. Nobody is, they just put out that performance, but that's all they have to promote. It's like the narc's life is, it's like a campaign for an election, and that's what they normally do. That's on brand for that campaign that the narc wants to push out. But just back to the point of, you know, the male narcissist and the female relationship. Ladies, a lot of times when you date these guys, they're going to be jealous of you, and that can put you in a very vulnerable state, because when people are jealous, and you know, it's when you have self-hatred, you're not mentally well. So when you're dealing with other people, it makes you susceptible to other things outside of just because you have low self-esteem. You can have low self-esteem, but now you're jealous of people. Now you're envious of people. It's a lot of negative impacts to having low self-esteem. And that's just on a regular person, period. Now, when it comes to narcs, you want to put that on crack. Whatever the worst scenario you can be in when you have low self-esteem, multiply it by 1,000,000, and that's how a narc feels. So yes, whenever they get a moment to see you in a moment of weakness, they're probably not going to take that moment to try to help you. They're going to take that moment to get an ego stroke by embarrassing you or putting you down because they see you're vulnerable. They go around feeling like that because how that feels when you're going through something and somebody try to put you down like that, that's how they feel every day of their life, and they lack a sense of self. And you know, a lot of times these guys, a lot of male narcs, they put their hands on women, you know, because there's, like, again, the Pandora's box of their life has been wide open, so really anything goes with these people. They are not mentally well, and they will, you know, do great harm to you out of jealousy, out of the fact that their mother didn't treat them right, or they experienced trauma. You know, you end up putting yourself right in the middle of a lion on lion fight that they are having within themselves because they hate themselves. And I just think, y'all, it's very dangerous. I think one of the most dangerous types of male narcissists are the malignant ones, or if you do have one that's physical, which is so common with them, you know, for you to put your hands on your partner because they are emotionally dysfunctional, but they're also very envious, and they're also very jealous, but they also want the best. Like, they will go out here and get with somebody that's completely out their league, but they enjoy it because of the energy it brings, but then they will try to tear that person down to a completely different level because they're jealous of the person, you know? And so when we're dating these guys and they think it's funny, you know, I look at women like we are the prize, you know, to a certain extent. We create the babies, we birth them, and we nurture them. You know, we have a specific job that is assigned to us. Now, when you're dealing with a narcissist, though, you cannot be the prize. The narc has to be the prize, or the relationship will not work. And, you know, man, it's when you're dating a narc, girls, they're really like, they capturing you for torture, you know? They'll get mad because you're beautiful. and all the attention you get from everything, you have going on. And they'll see it, like it, be attracted to it, love bomb it, but actually hate it, because the more that they see that they like it, it's like you're showing things that they will never have in their life about yourself, not intentionally. Again, this is a dysfunctional person, so I'm just going through their mindset mentally, but this is retarded. This is stupid. Normal people don't think like this, but this is how a narc thinks. This is how these people go out here and do this stuff, and they are able to convince themselves, because they feel this pain, this is the time they can use this for an ego boost, and they could blame it all on you, basically. To absolve themselves of any accountability for them having some type of weird feelings about you and enacting pain on you. And like I said before, the women are the prize. So ladies, when you go out here, narcs will go out here and do the most to get you and then dog you. Okay? They want full possession, control over women. They are looking in a predatory way 100% if this is a male, and they want to prey on you and gain complete control. And this is also when you will then see psychological abuse happening. You'll see ghosting, you'll see gaslighting, you'll see backhand compliments, you'll see irritability, unnecessary irritability, towards you. You will also see another thing. When you actually look like something and you're attractive, y'all, these people go out here and fuck on literal cockroaches in human form. All types of people that literally look crazy and hate themselves. But the narc will go out here and screw these people and have these people thinking that you and them are on the same level and see, they're mentally ill too, because that don't even make sense just because you're dealing with them. And the narc is not of value. So you see desperate-minded, insecure, low self-esteem having people, they're not even thinking logically either. But a narc will go out here and cheat with these people to make them feel like they're above you, or they'll treat you really bad. I mean, the better you are, a male narcissist is jealous of all that. So the better you are, the worse it is, and the more, they're going to come at you. They're probably going to treat you the worst, take you through a lot of psychological abuse, potentially sexual abuse. And, you're going to experience hell, and then they're going to run off with somebody else that looks like a walking big toe, a Dennis Rodman type of person, probably. They'll probably run off with somebody that's the complete opposite of you. So if you say you're a Caucasian woman, they'll run off with a African American woman. Say you're an Asian woman, they're running off with a Mexican woman. They do that to also test and check to try to lower your self-esteem. And another thing is, they really want to change the person you are. They want to change what you're destined to be in life. They want you to turn into them. They don't value women. They don't respect women. And the best thing for you to do is just go no contact with them, because it's really just a whole ploy to completely degrade you down to nothing. And then to go out and say, hey, look what I did to this person. Look how I got this person looking. Look how I this, that, and the third. And they will use you for clout. They'll use you for all that stuff. They'll use you for your resources. Women, we're very resourceful. We don't really look at ourselves in that way. We just look at that as a trait we have. But we are resourceful, and we are able to help people. And that's also something that pisses narcs off, because they want to be the one that has the access to help people. But you will have the access and be trying to give it to them. And that will just be igniting that anger and that just complete hatred they have for you. Because when a person becomes jealous of you and they have self-hatred, the self-hatred they have for themselves that they sit with every second of the day, that hatred can be kind of slid to the side and covered up. And what they do is they just hate you double. They hate themselves, but they feel like they're doing themselves a favor by hating you. And then they also hate you for real, because you've done things that have made them jealous, whatever the case may be. And this is why these people be so joyous when you go through things, because they look at it like, you're better than me. Yeah, I hope you do go through something. Ladies, let these dudes go. They're down low. They're interested in men. They are losers. They cheat. They lie. They steal. And they're here to steal your joy. Block them. Go no contact and live.